What is happening, J Game Dude here? And Okami is getting a sequel. This is an amazing thing to see because I absolutely loved Okami. Problem is, though, that it was a game that did extremely well with fans, extremely well with critics, but I don't know if it actually sold that well. So it's a Capcom published game where you play as Amaterasu, the wolf god, as you try to bring back life to Nippon. It was because we're talking about like sort of old time Japan. The style of the locations were really cool. Being able to use the power of the celestial brush to bring back life to dead trees and just pooping out flowers wherever you go. Like, it's fighting the corruption of the world from like the evil of Orochi, the eight-headed serpent, and using your powers as this wolf. Or I guess technically Amaterasu is, I think, born as a wolf. Again, that's where the name Okami comes from because it's like the great big god or whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much just kind of like a basic outline of what the game is like. It's a platformer, but kind of Metroidvania, not Metroidvania, yeah, Metroid-ish, where you go to places, you defeat bosses, you get new powers, and then you use those powers to be able to get to newer places, progress the story. And the main powers that you have access to is this thing called the Celestial Brush, which slows down the game completely for you to make some random gesture, like a circle, for example, to make trees and flowers bloom. Or if you put a circle with a line through it, it creates a bomb to blow up like something that might be in your way. But anyway, really, really good game. A sequel was, or rather, a teaser for the sequel was teased at the Game Awards, and my God, was I just absolutely enthralled by the fact that we're even getting another one at all. And I wanted to specifically talk about Okami in its own video because I don't really know enough about Onimusha to make one, but Okami absolutely have. Because I've played through the original, I've played through the HD version, just to be able to earn another platinum trophy. The game itself is roughly about. It took me about somewhere in the ballpark of about 60 to 70 hours, though. When you hit the 40 to 45 hour mark, you think, okay, the game's over, but then, you know, the game pulls a fast one on you and says, "Oh wait, hold on, that's not the big bad. The big bad is over there, just down the street." And you're like, "God damn it!" So it's a game that kind of pulls that sort of trick on you. But hey, 60 to 70 hours, like it's a fairly long game, though, albeit that it is a bit slower. And one thing that I want to take note of the most here is the fact that the director Hideki Kamiya is actually coming back. Now, I did actually make a video about Hideki Kamiya wanting to make another Okami or another Beautiful Joe game. But the thing is that I personally wanted another Okami game over Beautiful Joe because we had three Beautiful Joe games. But yeah, so that's kind of something about. So I just kind of explained a bit about the game, a bit about what the game's length is, and a little bit of like the actual twist halfway through the game that, like, oh, you thought you bought you defeated the big bad, but no, the big bad is actually further down the street. Just keep playing and you'll eventually get there. The fact that Hideki Kamiya is actually coming back as game director, but I also kind of wanted to show you just how good the reviews were of this game. So it originally came out in 2006, and on PS2, sitting at a 93 on Metacritic, and the Wii version sitting at a 90 on Metacritic. And forget the fact that, okay, game journalists, not the type of people you listen to, right? Well, user scores are sitting at a solid 90 here. And on top of that, I also have Okami HD. 90 for the critics, 8.9 for the users. You cannot look at these numbers and say that this is a small game that wasn't appreciated. No, people bloody love this game. The problem with this type of game, however, worth keeping in mind, is that because it's a fairly slower paced game, people might not be a fan. And the people who are fans are more so fans of Zelda games. Again, the idea of going from location to location, beating a boss, getting an additional ability that gets then allows you to go to a new location. So the whole Zelda dungeon-like experience from a third-person perspective, but you're playing as a wolf with the power of God's paintbrush to bring things into existence or to change things. Absolutely brilliant. So honestly, I personally have nothing but good things to say about Okami. Uh, really though, like if you have not played it but you like slower pace, more contemplative games, or you like your Zelda games, or you just like games that have a really cool art style that will remain timeless forever, or you just prefer playing games that take place in Japan, especially in the, I want to say it's like the 1900s, then absolutely, give this game a try. It is great. It is excellent. I, again, just have nothing but positive things to say. I cannot recommend it enough. Unfortunately, it's just not a game for everyone, which is probably the thing that I worry about most. But with all that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. If you played Okami, please shout out in the comments below. And if you're thinking about trying Okami, maybe try either the original or the HD re-release. And the HD re-release did come out on PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So you do actually have other platforms if you do want to try it out. But let me know if you guys are also interested in trying out the game for yourself. But with all that being said, I do upload, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. Doing all of that really does help my channel in the algorithm. Comment below on anything. I do upload every day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.